Nga twogera ku transfer genda ali mu ggwanga eryo Ethiopia, we already have one good ambassador mu ggwanga eryo. He's none other than our goalkeeper amanyiddwa nga Alionz Nafian. Alionz Nafian, bwatyo former Ondupalaka. He promoted Ondupalaka to the Premier League. Unfortunately, teyagisambira n'agenda mu ttiimu ya URA. We twogerera ali mu ggwanga erya Ethiopia. Good to have you, Alionz. Hopefully everything is moving on as you did predict.
Thank you. All is well. Thank you.
Yeah, let's talk about your performance. I've been discussing with Yusuf Kabenge here, and he does follow you very much. And he's actually talking about your impressive performance at your club in Ethiopia. What's behind this wonderful performance?
It's all about sacrifice. But before I go into that, I want to thank you, Kadu, and the colleagues for hosting me. I appreciate. Behind the performance is all about your targets as an individual and seeing yourself going into the future. And it is also dependent on how much the club trusts you and the respect around you. It gives you a lot of confidence, you know. So that keeps me going forward and that keeps me giving my best.
Yeah, look at the table standings here. Defense Forces is sitting third on the log. What is that specific target you have as a club and you as an individual this season?
Actually, after yesterday's game, we are now second on goal differences. We have the same points with the table leaders, but they're ahead of us by, I think, a goal difference or two. Our target is to be champions, but unfortunately, the past 4 games, we have not had a good run. Out of 4 games, we have won 1, lost 1, and we have drawn twice. But the target is to be champions because last year we were second, and this year, of course, we're looking forward to being crowned as champions. And hopefully, we'll bounce back to the results we need and the performance we deserve.
Actually, talking about yesterday's game, you faced a counterpart, Charles Musige. How is it playing against your fellow Ugandan and you are facing his shots, actually?
It's always fun. In fact, I played against Charles Musinge the previous game, not this one. Yesterday, I faced Martin Kiza. That is Fasil. We drew 1-1. It's always fun, you know, you get to meet each other. It's not easy to meet here because we're in different cities. So once we come together, it's fun. We get to have a moment of fun. We talk on the pitch, you know. It's always a pleasure and a moment of pride to meet someone you speak the same language with your own, you know. Out of so many people, millions of people, you get to meet this one. It's always a pleasure and a moment of pride.
Yeah, Nafian, I want to talk about Chan, but before I go there, Ethiopia has been reasonably a very good hunting ground for Ugandans. These favorable conditions that are favoring you, what is behind that? Because we've seen you guys prospering in Ethiopian League.
Yeah, the weather is there, but it's not the main factor. First of all, it's all about the belief. They believe so much in us as Ugandans. They know us as hard workers. They know us as disciplined players. So once we come here and we prove it, you know, it's all football is a game where everyone can see. You cannot hide your character. You cannot hide your attitude. So it's all visible. So when Ugandans come here, most of us come from humble backgrounds. We come to work. You give it your all, and that's making the difference. And once we come here, we know we're ambassadors. So do we fail to perform here, and then we'll be blocking ways for hundreds and thousands of players. So we tend to give our best for the future, not only for ourselves, but for the upcoming talents as well.
And let's get into Chan. Yes, the tournament was postponed to August this year, but we are part of Ugandan team. Actually, you played in this competition called the Chan. How important is this competition, especially to local players that are featuring in local leagues?
not so many people pay attention to our local clubs, given the level of the competition there. But it doesn't mean that the players are not good. The players are good, but the game is not broadcasted in international channels where people can get chance to really watch these talented players. So that's one thing. Chan plays one role. It's a bigger stage for promotion. You're watched on bigger screens and on the international scene. Uh, the late Kajoba once told me that any goalkeeper who has ever performed in Chan has never failed to leave the country. There's always, after Chan, immediately they get to know, and if you can do your research, you realize that his saying was true. After the Chan of Morocco, Charles Lukwago left, and then after the Chan of Algeria, I immediately left. So meaning you get to be seen, but it's not something special that we do in the tournament. It's just the usual things we do in the local league, but only that nobody gets the chance to see them unless you go and play chance. And there are so many agents there that come for these players. They know it's a raw market, that these players have no much exposure to international scene. So once the opportunity comes, they must take it.
All right. As we do wrap this one up, your penalty save in 2023 against Senegal. Remember, you saved that penalty that Sheikh Sidibe stepped up to convert. How important was that moment to you as a player and to the team?
Let me start with the team. To the team, you can literally see sometimes when you're struggling as a team, they need you. And when you're at the receiving end, you have to stand for the team. The penalty save gave us the momentum and the confidence. Once I saved it, and a game of football, you miss chances, you get punished. So when I saved the penalty, it really gave them a lot of confidence that yes, we can rely on this guy. We can really also defend him. So everyone now got the courage to also attack the opponent, and in that scenario, we got a goal through Milton Carissa, and that was the end of the game. So it was the turning point in that particular day. But penalties, as an individual, I've always saved penalties. Only that was, like I told you, it's Chan and it's a bigger platform. So that was the difference. But for me as an individual, it also showed that I can perform at a higher level. You know, it meant so much, and where the video is captured is not as same as that is captured in green light. You know, so the way people view it is so different from when they view it in a local league. So it meant so much.
All right. As I do complete, let me ask you about the Uganda Cranes, because we've seen you've tried your level best to break through to the senior national team, but the door is still closed for that number one jersey. When do you expect to take over the Uganda Cranes jersey, number one jersey?
I don't really expect so much because the team is performing. And in our department of goalkeeping, it's not all about who is the best. It's all about who is helping the team. You know, it's all about who is helping the team. Right now, it's Watenga, and the only thing I can do is to push him to give his all. And when the day comes, and maybe if my chance comes, what am I going to add to the team? So that's what means to me, and that's what I call as a healthy competition. Whoever is there, it's his time, and I wish him the best. But what is so important is his performance means we're winning as a team.
All right. Thank you very much, Nafian Alionz. But before I let you go, we must talk about Ondu Palaka. The team is struggling, the team that made you. What do you think went wrong for this beloved Ondu Palaka side?
What went wrong? I think they did not prepare so much for the exit or the exodus of players. You know, football football is a short-term career. And most times when players don't get what they get in the club, loyalty becomes irrelevant, you know. They did not prepare, they did not think of a day that one time will come, Alionz will not be there. Time will come, Saban will not be there. So they thought we would be there forever, and that's not football. That's not football because in Uganda, with the money we get is not sufficient enough to sustain you for life after football. So what you do is whatever opportunity that comes that is better than what they have for you, then there's no reason to stay. So that also needs the backup. The team has to lay down strategies that can sustain the club, like have a strong academy, knowing that Saban is leaving the next month. There are stronger clubs like KCC, bigger clubs. Once they come for such players, there's no way they're going to say, let me stay because it's home. No.
All right, thank you very much. One fan from online, from our ex, is saying, compare Ugandan league to Ethiopian league.
To Ethiopian league, via the mentality, the Ugandan players have a top mentality. But if it comes to facilities and the level of marketing, Ethiopia has an upper hand. Just like Tanzania, you see, we are more talented and more gifted than Tanzanians, but they have better platforms and better facilities than us.
All right, thank you very much. Maybe you wanted to know about the monies.
The what?
The monies. You could be earning in dollars.
Oh. they can't compare the money here to the Ugandan money, no. Of course, their value is higher. And if that was the case, then I wouldn't be here. I would still be in URA earning the money that is there.